Welcome back to Beyond the Books, the official podcast of St. Mary's International College, where we go beyond textbooks to explore stories, values, and voices that help shape our revolutionary learning community. With me here, I have my co-host Virtue, who's going to be helping me introduce our guest of the day.
Thank you very much, Daniel, for the very warm welcome. In today's very special episode, we are honored to sit down with a visionary behind it all. Yes, we are seated with a man who turned visions into buildings, dreams into programs, and passion into a powerhouse. Daniel, back in Nigeria, how we call such a man?
Otogu.
The most dynamic institution in Cameroon, our founder and proprietor, Mr. Paul Atang.
Virtue, hold on. Please, could you add a little more respect to Daniel?
Okay, let me give what is due to the name. Honorable King, Emperor, in fact, Mr. Paul Atang. Feel free to add names that you wish you should call him down in the comments. Thank you.
Thank you for that warm welcome. Mr. Paul Atang, we're honored to have you on our podcast today. Thank you for sparing your time for joining us.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I'd rather be called Paul Atang rather than Honorable or whatsoever, or King. I'm just Paul Atang. Thank you very much.
All right, so from the college's humble beginnings to its bold expansion to its university, we'll get to uncover the heart, mission, and future of St. Mary's International College.
Yes, so whether you're a curious student, a proud parent, or a future undergraduate, this episode is for you. Stay tuned as we dive deep into the story behind the vision.
Let's rewind the clock a little. Mr. Paul Atang, what was your dream when founding St. Mary's International College?
I'm a parent, first of all, and I have kids. And so I have the feeling that every father has. And we all want good education for our children based on solid foundation. And I wanted to create an institution here in Cameroon that will carry that vision. A solid school, morally and academically strong.
Okay, sir. So, for the sake of my juniors and our viewers, I would like to ask this question. Back in school, were you the type of student who studied to pass, or was a serious student who actually wanted to learn and acquire knowledge?
Well, I went to Sacred College, Mancon.
Yes.
And to Cass Bambili. And I'm the kind of student, or I was the kind of student that will not keep things for the exam. I start studying from the first day, and I don't put myself under any pressure. So by the time exams are coming, I don't read extra, I just keep the pace. So I know I had classmates that would say they had a motto of pass now and no later. But I wanted to know, so I started studying from the first day in class.
So you're saying you were a brilliant student?
I wouldn't call myself brilliant. I was just a student that tried to follow the principles of what had to be done.
All right, sir.
And I had fun also. So it's not only studying. I played a lot of football, volleyball, table tennis, and above all, prayed a lot.
So, sir, I've noticed every time you come around the school, you give enough reverence to the church, the big chapel that we have in the school here. So I would like to ask how spirituality has influenced your life to who you are now.
How spirituality has influenced my life? I am, first of all, a child of God, like all of us.
Yes, sir.
And I know deep within me that I am where I am today. I am who I am today because of the grace of God. I don't get involved into anything without putting God first.
Okay.
And some people may call him Allah, some may call him God, Buddha, whatsoever. But I know there is a God, and I believe in him. So I put him first in my life.
All right, so just to clear the air, people have been asking if St. Mary's is a Catholic school or not because they've seen the building of the mosque. So could you please tell us the story behind St. Mary's?
St. Mary's, name Mary. I named it after my late mother. My mother was called Mary. And I thought of carrying her memory. I thought of something that will immortalize her. So when I built this school, I decided to name it after Mary, after her, and that's why I'm calling it St. Mary's. It's not a Catholic school per se, but it's a school deeply rooted in belief, in faith. And to make it clear, like I said, there is a God. We have a mosque so that the Muslim students can worship. We know that Catholics, per se, to have the Blessed Sacrament kept in the chapel, it has to be used only by the Catholic Church. And that's why we built a mosque. We have adequate spaces for non-Catholics to practice their own religion, their own form of Christianity there. So we believe strongly that a foundation of faith helps the moral and academic upbringing of every child.
So to our viewers, what our proprietor is telling us is that St. Mary's is a school for all religions. No limitations here. Come and you worship your God as you wish.
For everybody.
Now let's talk about the school we probably call home. Many schools talk about excellence, but St. Mary's lives it. Mr. Paul Atang, I would like to know your secret sauce. What makes St. Mary's different from other schools?
I'm very happy to have that question from you, a student. Because if you are telling me that St. Mary lives excellence, it makes me feel happy. Because you are there. St. Mary's, I would say, is a work in progress. When we decided to start this school, we made tours around the world, trying to get what we think is best. And we decided to make St. Mary's that melting pot. And we are still in that process, and that's why I listen to everybody. I have great discussions with people, especially the Minister of Secondary Education, Professor Nalova. She has some very brilliant ideas. I take every opportunity to see her in person, talk with her, get her ideas, and I come back to my team, and there are occasions whereby they would even modify some of the ideas which I bring or which I have, and we sit and we have a debate. I listen to the parents also. You know, we send out questionnaires to the parents to tell us, to give us their input, and I like talking to parents to see what they expect, because at the end of the day, we want to build a school that will meet the needs of today and the future.
So a lot has been happening in St. Mary's this time. There's admissions going on, the upcoming summer camp. Personally, I would like to emphasize on the summer camp because I'm here in St. Mary's because of that. You see, in summer camp, we have excess of fun games, activities which bring out the talent in students. So for you who is still wasting your time, please hurry up. Summer camp is really the best for any of you.
And also, to add to what he said, admissions are currently going on. You can get, you may visit the on-site, you may visit the
Website.
You may visit the website, and also you may come to the school for your admissions.
And let me just add something about the summer camp, unrelated to the non-summer camp, the actual program. I always believe that people, when they enjoy what they are doing, they learn well, and the outcome is always better. So if studies is fun, people will enjoy it, and at the end of the day, the outcome is going to be good. So the summer camp is there to get students having fun while learning new things. They'll get into the STEM program, the AI, and so on and so forth. And they'll be playing games and designing and developing many things in that aspect. And coming back to the learning which they'll get academically, we always tell our teachers that they should ensure that the teaching is fun to the students, because that way you would be looking forward to attend that class and you would look forward to performing better. Because ultimately, we did this for the students. And you guys are the ones that have to please yourself first, not your parents. You are here not because of, you are not studying here to become better for your parents, but for yourself. So I want every student to know that, don't think that your parents, they have money to send you here, no. They are doing a lot, they are making lots of sacrifices to send you to this school because they want you guys to succeed in life.
Beyond academics, St. Mary's feels like a movement. If your dream were to come true 100%, what would St. Mary's look like in 2035?
Well, in 2035, my dreams were to come true. I would expect students coming in and actually being productive. You come in, I was discussing with the principal a little while ago that hopefully from next academic year, apart from some courses which we intend to add, like environmental sciences, marine sciences, and so on and so forth, agriculture, I would expect that students who are interested in becoming entrepreneurs and creating other things, right? You guys will start doing that year, so that by the time you come out, you are actually in line with what the society needs. Become, creators, very productive. And I would want in 2035 to see my students or my former students as extremely good citizens of the world.
Okay. I'm sure by 2035 you must have really felt very ways that would transport us from the chapel to class, or like private vehicles to take us anywhere, or maybe have outings. Who knows?
Daniel, me, I'm just bothered about my uniform, how it look like in 2025. By that time, I'm 17. So I'm 27, sorry. So imagine us taking a picture in our uniforms at that time.
Must have outgrown us.
And sir, I also like to ask a question. When you mean productivity, just for our junior students who are watching now, what do you mean by productivity, so that you clearly understand what you're seeking for, or what you want?
By that I mean, you are not going to leave this school and not being able to help yourself and the society. You should be able to add value, because here we are trying to put the values into you so that once you get out, you will start actually creating that value from here. That's my hope. So that once you get out, you'll be able to create meaningful value, employ people, employ students, and actually do better than I. As a parent, I expect my child to be better than myself. And that is the goal.
And also, I've noticed the improvement that has been done on our football pitch. To be very honest, we had no problem with our former pitch, but I'm very impressed by the improvement. I mean, it's nice, we get to enjoy the field from a different view. It's a really nice job.
Now we play football in the football field like professionals.
I know, right?
So, sir, I would like to ask, what made you feel to do those changes in the field? Because we don't know.
The only constant in life is change. So I constantly walk around this campus. I look at things and I constantly tell myself, how can I improve? And that's the mentality you guys have to have. Always trying to be better than yesterday. If you have that mindset, you would build a better society. The moment, I tell people, I say, the moment you are comfortable in life, that's the beginning of your downfall. Because let's assume you're at this point. There are people below you. They're always trying to go up. So if you stay there, within a short time, you'll be at the bottom. So always strive to go up.
So
there's nothing in life that you do that somebody has not done before.
So what you're advising our students is that the students should try their best to be their best in the society.
The sky shouldn't be their limits.
Try your best to be the best. It doesn't mean you end up being the best, but at least your conscience will be clear that you did what you could do when you could do it.
Okay, sir.
Like the late Bernard Furlong once said, don't say you could when you would but wouldn't, but rather say you would when you could but couldn't. Always try.
Okay, sir.
All right, sir. It's been a pleasure speaking to you, to be very honest.
Daniel, it was a pleasure, a very big honor to see the proprietor of St. Mary's. Huh?
Well, I am more than impressed. I wanted to give an impromptu thank you to the students, but unfortunately by the time I got to the refectory, they had all left because I was very impressed with you guys yesterday. You guys actually did something that that reassured me that we are moving along the right path. I was very impressed. I told you in person, right? And that is what we want to build students with confidence that can look at somebody to the eyes and say the truth, not with arrogance, with humility, but with confidence. That's a society that we want. Thank you.
That's lovely. Okay, sir, to wrap it all up, I have a final question for you. Do you have any final message to the parents, students, and the public listening?
I would want everybody, parents, students, that whatsoever you think St. Mary needs to do to improve, feel free. Tell us anytime. There is no bad idea. There is always value in something. You know, if I don't do it immediately, it doesn't mean I'm not thinking about it. We welcome every idea from everybody that will make us all be the light of Africa.
Okay.
And if we're the light of Africa, we're the light of the world. Because everything is in Africa.
Okay, sir, about our the university that is under construction now, what are you promising our future university students or undergraduates that will be coming to university?
Actually, the construction is completed.
Wow.
We are actually in the process of recruiting students. The main human resource, that's the Vice Chancellor and the deans have been recruited already. The curriculum has been set. Now, just like with the college, the secondary school and high school, we decided on creating an Afrocentric university. Afrocentric, Africa Center, right? An institution that will create employers, people that are very useful. Nowadays, you see people getting into universities and they come out, they cannot help themselves. And if you cannot help yourself, how can you help the society? So we want a good balance of theory and practice so that the creative minds of the students will get to work and become more productive. That is what we want. And together I know we can do it.
So viewers, what our proprietor is saying is that admissions are open for the university. You are free to start admitting yourself there.
To be very honest, I feel motivated to apply.
Your time is coming.
So we have come to the end of our podcast. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Catch us next time on Beyond the Books. Bye.
Thank you very much.